in the entire country. The cadets have told me that the physical demands are harder than basic training in the military, and the academia is harder than college. It is very often the case that these cadets have spent all day out on the drill field or at a live fire, go home exhausted and tired, and face the prospect of studying dozens of pages of reading material for class the next day, where they are pretty much assured that they're going to face a brutal pop exam. Some of those might have actually been in my classes. I'm sure. And it wasn't enough just to pass the exam. Every Friday on our major exam day, Captain Mobley and myself would have the cadets line up outside Captain Mobley's office, and we would bring the cadets in one at a time for them to explain to us why they were not performing at the level we thought they were capable of, and try to motivate them to perform at their best every time they sat down in the classroom, because that's what our profession demands, our best. In the beginning of the class, these lines were quite long. Some of the cadets had to be motivated more than one time. But in the end, it was all worth it. This group of young men and women was the highest rated cadet class on the state firefighter exam this year. We're here to recognize the cadet that performed academically far superior to his peers. When I think about valedictorian in a setting like this, there's three words that come to mind. One is commitment, one is consistency, and one is excellence. This cadet, these three words typify this cadet's performance both in and out of the classroom. Therefore, it is my great privilege to present the Valedictorian Award for Class 105 to firefighter James Crowther.
Being a firefighter requires intense physical exertion. Physical fitness is not only important to perform crucial firefighting tasks such as fire suppression, search and rescue, salvage, overhaul, high-angle rescue, and medical calls. It is also important that each firefighter have an emergency reserve to save his fellow firefighter or even themselves if they get in trouble. In addition to performing your job, being physically fit prepares you for a long, healthy career in the fire service and eventually retirement. Physical stress and overexertion on the fire ground each year accounts for more than one-half of the firefighter deaths in the United States. That is why the Austin Fire Department, as Chief Warren said a while ago, in our mission statement, recognizes the need to maintain a safe, healthy, well-trained, and physically fit workforce. When these cadets reported for duty the first week of the academy, we had a small, light workout to determine the fitness level of this class. I'll just put it nicely. We had our work cut out for us. Maybe we could place some of the blame on computer games, Generation Y, or the long hiring process. Sorry about that, gentlemen. Our physical fitness program was based on flexibility, cardiovascular endurance, muscular endurance, and body composition. We accomplished this by doing calisthenics, jogging, pulling tires, running the 9-story drill tower, lifting weights, having competitions between all 3 shifts, and it also included a free membership to Lieutenant Foskey's House of Abdominal Pain. A few totals that were kept to show you how hard these cadets worked are they each ran around 283 miles, did 5,750 push-ups, ran 1,400 flights of stairs, and that's only counting on the way up, lifted tons of weights in the weight room, and we managed to wear out 3 sets of Goodyear tires. And that doesn't mean that we went on a lot of field trips. And if these cadets, if you know, you've heard the stories, we didn't wear them out by driving around town. We did a physical fitness assessment at the beginning and end of the training academy. All I can say is, great job, gentlemen, ladies. What a difference 6 months of hard PT can do. A couple of stats that really stood out, and I want to share a couple of them real quick. I'll put them together. Number one, a sign of a strong, healthy heart is to have a resting heart rate below 60 beats a minute. Only 2 cadets fell below this mark at the beginning, but after 6 months of this hard work, that number rose to 22. Number two, I challenged the class at the start of the academy when we did our first 1.5 mile run. It killed about half of you. I challenged you to run it in under 12 minutes. Over half of the class could not accomplish this challenge, but after 6 months of that hard PT, 96% of this class run it in under 12 minutes. And on that same note, four cadets broke the 10-minute mile and a half at first, but at the end of the class, 28 of these cadets could run the 1.5 miles in under 10 minutes. And the third stat was that only 4 cadets could do 90 sit-ups in 3 minutes, but after all the crunches, bicycles, leg extensions, flutter kicks, hello dollies, we now have 22 cadets that can do over 90 sit-ups in that 3-minute period. Cadet Class 105, you should be proud of all the personal fitness achievements that you accomplished during this training academy. It is the intention of this highly physical demanding training academy that each cadet becomes self-motivated to maintain their high new level of physical fitness out at the station. The competition for this award was real tough, and quite a few cadets put up a good challenge. Now comes the disturbing news. The cadet who has won this most physically fit award did not show these vast improvements during the training academy as his fellow cadets did. This individual entered the academy in excellent shape and still managed to increase his fitness level. What else would you expect from a professional football player? His physical talent set a high standard for his classmates to achieve, and not once did he boast about it. That just shows what type of gentleman he really is. I spent a lot of time focusing on the physical achievements of the entire class when writing this speech, and not so much on the individual who won this award. I think that's the way he would have wanted it. Some of you already know who I'm talking about. Please help me congratulate the most physically fit cadet of Class 105, Firefighter Joe Crawley.
That all 48 firefighters on the stage deserve that award. Unfortunately, it only goes to one. Everyone up here did their job as a team for the last 6 months. And they were a team, they came together as a team, and they performed as a team. We already met the outstanding firefighters who won the valedictorian and most physically fit. So what makes this award different? Obviously, he was neither the best in the books or in fitness, but he was up there near the top in both. So what's so special about this award? What this individual did was win the admiration and respect of his fellow firefighters. I still remember the first day of physical training when they had the opportunity to show us what they were made of. This individual did. He showed us. Once they were beyond the us versus them mentality, went beyond the point of nausea, muscle cramps, and they resorted to every man for himself, basic survival mode. This individual ran to the top of the drill tower and went back down after his fellow cadets who were struggling, offering them a helping hand and words of encouragement. We lost some cadets that day. I don't know if this individual's Words of encouragement made a few of them stick it out or not, but I know it helped them. And that's the kind of cadet that we're honoring tonight with this award. He was there for his fellow cadets when they needed him, and he was there for the whole 6 months. The training academy was not just about learning hoses and knots and ropes and fire apparatus. The training academy for them was also about being honored and trusted and respected by your fellow man. They had to earn each other's trust, they had to earn our trust, and we had to make sure that they could earn your trust when they get out to the field. And I promise you that all 48 of these young men and women will risk their life to save yours from this day on. That's what training was about. Let me point out also that this award was voted on by the cadets only. The instructors had no part in it, although I will say that we are very pleased with the result of the vote. There's no greater honor in any job than be recognized by your peers as the best. So, let me introduce the best of Class 105. Firefighter Coit Kessler.
This position of cadet instructor is the most demanding job I've ever had. When I took this position, I knew it would be difficult. I just had no idea exactly how difficult. You work a lot of long hours and you have a lot of responsibility. You have the responsibility to teach these cadets skills that they'll need to have for the rest of their career. We also have the responsibility to the firefighters in the stations. They expect us to send them well-trained firefighters that they can depend upon when we graduate a class. You don't go home at 6 o'clock in the evening with this job and forget about it till the next day. You go home at night and you hope you've done everything right. You hope you've taught them everything they need to stay safe. You start thinking about tomorrow and ways of improving it. As instructors, that's what our job is. That's what we get paid to do. Tonight, we want to recognize 3 individuals who left their fire stations for 4.5 months, come down as interns to help us train Class 105. They voluntarily placed themselves in our positions and took on our responsibilities. It takes a great deal of initiative and courage to leave a place of comfort, a job that you enjoy, to step out and try something you've never done before. Getting 48 cadets through this process has been a long, hard go. We'd have never got it done without these interns. These guys were always there for us. They were always willing to do whatever we asked. And we appreciate them. The interns were a big part of the success of this class. We want to present them with an award to express our appreciation for their commitment and hard work. Our first intern wrote and graded a lot of exams for us. His computer skills were useful in preparing classes. Once again, he was there to teach skills or whatever we needed. I think the cadets will best remember him for his enthusiasm for PT and his compassion for anyone who is not as physically fit as he is. Fire Specialist Les McKay. Our next intern had the organizational skills needed to keep all these cadets in groups by battalions and shifts. He kept track of all of our test averages to let us know how our cadets were doing academically. He updated our classes on the computer, taught a lot of skills for me. We appreciate him. I think he will be remembered by the cadets for his ability to carry a bundle of hose over his head for long periods of time. Firefighter Brian Thompson. Our last intern brought a lot of firefighting and teaching experience to the training division. He always had a positive attitude. He was very capable, taught a lot of skill stations for us. He needed very little supervision. He developed into a mentor and a true friend for the cadets, Firefighter Troy Wenzel.
While we're preparing for the presentation of the badges, I did want to take just a moment to introduce the cadet class to some people that figure prominently in your near future. These people are people in this department that make sure that the emergency services are delivered efficiently and effectively in the field. They have a wide range of experience, they have a lot of knowledge, and they have the leadership that makes this department as great as it is. And what I'd like to do is have all of our chief officers that are here to honor you tonight to stand up out there so that we can recognize them for their leadership.
Y'all ready for this? Yes, sir. I'd like to now ask the Chief of Training, Ronnie Bushnell, come forward. We're going to do the presentations of the badges.
Approximately 6 months ago, a group of people came to Austin from all areas of the country and from all walks of life for the opportunity to become firefighters. Most gave up jobs that paid more for a chance to earn a career as a firefighter with the City of Austin. When they first arrived, we told them that they would have to make sacrifices in order to succeed. We asked their families to understand that they would have to make adjustments because of the demand on the cadets' time. We said they would need to learn to work as a team, and we told them of the ties they would develop by doing this. We informed them this would be a grueling ordeal. Through the first part of the class, we watched as they struggled both academically and physically. As the time passed, the changes started taking place. We could see significant improvements. People struggling physically improved, and people struggling academically started making the grades. What we were noticing is a group of people beginning to help each other and starting to work together as a team. Cadet Class 105, I personally commend you for your efforts and congratulate you on your accomplishments. Now comes the time when you're rewarded for your effort. Your sacrifices, long hours of study, and numerous sore muscles become badges of honor. It's time you get to know your families again and dedicate yourselves to successfully completing your probationary period. Chief Warren, Cadet Class 105 is ready and has earned the right to become firefighters for the City of Austin. Cadets from Class 105, as I call your name, come forward and receive your badges. You earned them. Dean Arniakowski. Joshua Anderson. Mark Becker. Mark Brand. Mark Bridges. Andrew Chelf. Charlie Collins. James Crowther. Raymond DeCoeur. Dave Dickerson. David Dixon. Randall Elmore. Jonathan Etheridge. Ronald Fields. Marcel Gamara. David Heaton. Scott Herzog. James Hoffman. Patrick Holman. Wayne Jackson. Brian Yannick. Court Kessler. Brian Kohler. Congratulations. Joe Crowley. Thomas Kuhn. Ryan Lane. Ramon Lewis. McGrill. Bruce Mayo. David Meacham. Chad Messersmith. Harold Markin. Jerry Miller. Here we go. Rodrigo Nicolau Del Roar. Ty Pring. Kevin Pratt. Robert Pretty. Good job. Appreciate it, sir. You bet. Sean Rendon. Isaac Rodriguez. Edward Roel. David Rossarelli. Lonnie Saul. Michael Scott.
Good job, man. Appreciate it.
Brent Solseth. Carrie Stewart. Justin Talentino. Daniel Walker.
Good job.
How about a round of applause for Class 105?